Tamajig Rangtom, Gramagad Kahirlach, Ara, Ta Ahasarm, and Desha Oil Kun Lorch, Aaron topic, Fear Havok Duk Shot and Oct, August Nafaibana Abwinan Lesh on topic, Shot Komai. I'm very happy to speak here this evening briefly on this important issue here this evening. Addressing how all sectors, including transport, can reduce emissions is vitally important, not least because it reminds us that there are obligations on other areas apart from agriculture. In the short time I have, Minister, I want to raise a matter that has been brought to my attention by members of the Irish Car Carbon Reduction Alliance, which brings together the majority of new car dealers in Ireland, representing almost every car brand. According to the ICCRA, the government's stated objective to ban the sale of new diesel and petrol cars and have 1 million electric cars on Irish roads is unachievable, counterproductive, and is not in line with what is happening at EU level. It is only leading to increased carbon emissions, as Irish motorists delay switching their older car to newer models that have significantly reduced CO2 emissions and almost zero nitrogen oxide emissions due to new manufacturing innovations. The ICCRA say that it has seen firsthand widespread consumer confusion over this proposed ban, leading to inertia in purchase and a year-on-year decrease in new car sales, which are cleaner for the environment and produce less emissions. In short, as the sales of newer cars fall, emissions will go up. What the ICCRA believe is that Ireland's car carbon emissions can be reduced, provided a number of key challenges are addressed. The first is the time frame for electric vehicles. The EU and European car manufacturers signed the Paris Agreement, committing to reduce emissions from transport by 90% by 2050. European car manufacturers pledged that they will not produce internal combustion engines, ICE engines, after 2040. The focus in the interim is on reducing carbon emissions, with a commitment to reduce by 15% by 2025, 30% by 2030 and by 90% by 2050. Irish national policy needs to adopt this focus and this effective approach, because there won't be enough electric vehicles available in Ireland to achieve anywhere near the 1 million electric vehicles by 2030. Manufacturers have already stated clearly the innovations and scale that is required for electrical vehicle production will not deliver on these volumes, and that the 2040 timeframe that they are working to is the most realistic. Ireland needs to work to this timeframe also. Is this something that you will commit to revising, Minister? And will you work with the ICCRA and others so that the views on the ground from these stakeholders can be heard and indeed dealt with in a collaborative and constructive manner? Garvmagat.
Okay. Thank you, Deputy Nolan. When you say we'll consider banning conventionally fuelled new cars, the EU internal single market rules do not currently permit legislative bans on vehicle types from other member states. And roadworthiness testing, the NCT, is a harmonised EU-wide system. Member states must mutually recognise certificates of roadworthiness issued by other member states, including conventionally fuelled vehicles. That being said, there is a strong system-wide support for accelerating the decarbonisation of the national car fleet and reducing poor air quality arising from the operation of fossil-fuelled vehicles in Irish cities. Minister Bruton and I, along with 6 other EU ministers, wrote to Commission Vice President Timmermans calling for stronger union-led action in support of the transition to zero-emission passenger cars, including a call for legal charity and banning higher-emitting vehicles. If in time we adopt any regulatory ban that requires that Irish car buyers to purchase only certain technologies, we must remain mindful that these vehicles continue to suit their requirements. I've worked at EU level to pressurise revising the targets upwards, but But at the moment, we can only reiterate that it is necessary to meet our EU targets, and we are committed to trying to achieve that.